in respect to the deceased here, I am going to make the camera footage as minimal as possible, and if we find something, we'll film that. But you found it?
We are starting our Scottish Highlands trip. Right now we're on our way to Inverness. My entire family is from Scotland, so we are going to go to some of the towns that they lived in, especially where my great-grandparents are from. We're using GPS for the highways and things like that, but a lot of the towns that we've found on Ancestry.com and family records aren't on Google Maps or anything like that. So we went to an antique store in Edinburgh and we found this map of the Highlands from the 1800s. So we're going to try to use a combination of this and GPS to find our way around. Hopefully we don't get too lost, but it's an island, so what's the worst that can happen, really? I don't know where we'll end up this week, but it's gonna be fun. So here we go.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get on this side.
I can hardly get in because your legs are so short.
Oh, burn.
Look at that.
Okay, so we're in a small town and we decided that you're gonna be the driver, right? Just down the road?
Yeah. Even though I am a better driver in the US.
Double burn. 2 burns, 5 minutes.
Oh no.
So far, so good.
Okay. We go left.
Okay. We are driving on the wrong side of the road.
Easy fix. Just loop this block.
Turn left at Blakefield Road.
Yikes. Loch Ness, 75 yards away.
Sweet, sweet. Sounds so soulful, don't you agree? Sweet, don't leave her, never leave her. I invented sweat. Popping bottles.
We're at Castle Fraser. So, I have no idea if my relatives lived here, but I'm gonna say they did.
Beautiful enough. Look at that.
Okay, so this is the church at Inveravon, which I can't believe we just stumbled upon it. This is awesome. All that I know about this location so far is that my 5th great-grandmother, Margaret Russell Grant, and my 5th great-grandfather, Alexander, did a census here in the 1790s. So I know they lived around here somewhere because this is where they had to go for the census. So that's all I know so far. So we're going to see if we can find anything else about them.
Hello. Do you work here at the church?
Yes.
We were looking for my wife's relatives.
Yes.
Is there a census or a list of who's buried here?
Not here. Which century are we talking about?
Mid 1800s.
1800s. What's the name? Do you know which grant of which farm?
Alexander was his son.
Alexander. Oh, right. The bore about the late 1700s is that the records went to Paris and the revolution, they were burnt. So,
Yeah, so it's hard to tell.
so you don't know.
There are some, I know some of the names around Turkdow or Ladderfoot.
Ladderfoot, yes, I know where Ladderfoot is.
Oh, you do?
Yes, it's probably changed a little bit. Ladderfoot is, yeah, I know where Ladderfoot is. Yes, or Ladderfoot is part of this parish.
Okay. Yeah, it's from a census from this
Yes,
parish.
from this.
Okay.
So that's where you know,
Oh, okay.
Ladderfoot. In fact, it's still a farm.
Oh, wow.
Eh? We're actually just on that. Turn left into the Braes, and this is where the church is and where the graveyard is. I don't know how old the gravestones are, and this is
Okay.
Ladderfoot here. These hills are called the Ladders. You can see that.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. But no, I would go that church first because they might be Catholics.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. All right, that's the chapel. Yeah, that's definitely the church. Where's the cemetery? Should be around here somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Graveyard. Grant, he lived at Ladderfoot.
Grant, right.
Yes.
Right, okay, I've got some okay. If you want to go, I can't help you with the wall. That's it.
That's okay. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
So this one, I think that probably is him, but I wanted to see if any of the other family could be found.
I just realised if I did it this way, it might be the quicker way for you. Let know me. I'm not worried. Yes, Templeton Barrow, 16. Margaret Grant, he was 79 when he died. He was a farmer.
That's them.
That's
That
them.
would be-
Well, yeah, that's
that
the
would be right.
census record. So that should be on burial 16 somewhere.
That way we
That's
just
who you're looking
capture
for.
it. That is. That's who we're looking for. Do you know where Ladderfoot is?
Yes.
Is it accessible or is it too snowy?
Try and get through to Ladderfoot.
Right.
Do you think
Is that possible?
I don't know why, you're not Stuarts, are you?
No.
No, they're Grants. Alexander
Grants.
Grant, who married Margaret Grant. We've got the census records. She's got the burial stone, and they'd like to go and see where Ladderfoot was.
Not worth doing.
Well,
Well, you've got reasonable footwear on,
Yeah.
and the snow is hard, it'll probably carry you.
if you follow that,
Just go through the farmyard and keep going up the hill. It was a funeral route where they used to, there's a stone on the top where they used to dump the coffins while they were carrying them.
Oh, wow.
And they had a drama or two and had a fight or two, and so the stories go. So probably your grandfather, no, grandfather?
Great
Grandfather.
great
Yeah.
grandfather. Yeah.
Presumably he joined in, I don't know.
I'm sure. he did.
okay then.
Have a great day.
This is my great, 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 great grandfather's grave. Yeah, my 5th great grandfather.
Okay, so real talk. Should we do it?
I don't know. Like, I feel like, will we ever be here again? I don't know. Is this our chance? Like, I just wish it was summer and we could drive to it. 'cause
Let's do it.
it's frozen.
Let's do it. And if you get too cold, then we'll just come back. Does that sound good? Okay. Need to go over that ridge right there.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right.
We had to have really liked each other.
Ironically, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. It's actually not that cold, just with how hard the walk is. Even my feet have warmed up. This is where my family lived, called Ladderfoot, because this apparently is called Ladder, and it is at the foot of it. They're very creative. But that is the actual house, except for the sunrooms have been added. But that is actually what it looked like when they lived there. It's pretty crazy to think about, really. Just that was my family lived there, and if it were 150 years ago, they'd be in there right now, keeping it fire, trying to keep warm. So, pretty crazy. So one of the main reasons we wanted to do this video is my grandfather passed away last year, and he and my grandmother had always talked about someday going to Scotland and seeing where his family was from, and obviously he didn't get to do that, so this is to show Nello, my grandmother, what they might have seen on that trip, and to see where Granddad's family is from. So this was Granddad's great-great-great-grandfather's, 3 great-grandfathers' house. Okay, so we're back finally. It's about 1.5 miles. It took us an hour each way, which would have been the walk I wanted to show you. The church. This church wasn't built until 1890, but it's built on the exact site of the church that they attended. And then the cemetery's right behind that. But this school, the rock building right there, was the actual school that was here when they all lived here. So they would have done that walk back and forth to school every day, and I can testify that it actually was uphill in the snow both ways. So that story might have some validity for my ancestors.
Gil and I went on to find more of my family, and it hit me as I stood there at their tombstone, exactly where my great-great-grandmother stood as a teenager. How brave she must have been. As meaningful as it was to see the places that they all lived, the most amazing thing to think about was that they were willing to leave everything they knew and to risk their lives to travel to Texas. Standing there at the grave is when I realized that I am a descendant of the adventurers, the ones that left. So while my extended family is Scottish, and I'm so proud of that heritage, what I really learned on this trip is how much my family sacrificed for me to be able to call myself an American.